live real quick. Alright, I'm live. Alright, the audio was audioing as the brother Tamam Bob say. Alright, Shalom Yasha'Allah, Shalom. This is your brother Malak La'ab, back with a quick lesson to the spirit power. Yahweh Shemashah on the highways and edges, as commanded, fresh off the plantation, man. You see, the spirit got up and man, get out here. You know? And real quick, as you hear, man, judgment. So we're gonna go ahead and let this pass, and directly across the street, more judgment. More judgment. That's why we gotta make haste, man, to get the hell out of here, man. You see, hastening the day. But yeah, man, this is your brother Malak La'ab, out here through the spirit power, Yahweh Shema Shai. First and foremost, Call Halim La, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the head apostle, the elders of Great Millstone, and like-minded elders teaching the truth and sincerity. Let me see if I can get the comments. I don't know who got it. Nah. Salakia. They kicked me off StreamYard or something like that, man. I wasn't able to get on StreamYard today, man. You see, so hey, I'm gonna just try to go live right here and just use regular YouTube, man. Go live right on YouTube, man. It don't stop, man. You see, so double honors to the head apostle, the elders of Great Millstone, like my elders teaching the truth and sincerity. And Shalom to the Akim, the Akawat, the hopeful Evangelist, the house of David, that shall be saved. Shalom, peace be up to you and your household. That's really the first lesson, man. You see, it was I was meditating on this earlier, man. You see, the elder was speaking about it. You see, non-stop on the block, elder y'all will call. You know, and it's true, man. You see, we gotta continuing our vows, man. Continue to pay that what's due to Yahweh Shalom Shah. You see, continuing in the faith, man, and steadfast in this faith, man, unmovable, man. You see, because hey, we all vowed a vow to Yahweh Shalom Shah, man, to continue in this thing. You see, and to Adawan Ratzazat endure unto the end, that we might be saved, man. You see, so I just want to do this quick one to spend part of Yahweh Shalom Shah for my house, man. You see, so hope this lesson can be edifying to the elect remnant, man. So we're going to go ahead and start off in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5 and verse 4. When thou vowest a vow unto your power, Yahweh, defer not to pay it, for he have no pleasure in fools, pay that which thou hast vowed. You see? So we got to pay what we have vowed to Yahweh to continue in the faith, man, and continue steadfast and belief, right? With the hope and the faith in him, man, that he might save us, man, right? Yahweh Shah Mashiach, right? He might sing Mashiach Yahweh Shah, right? To go ahead and give salvation unto that elect remnant, man. I don't want we be a part of it. That's why we out here making all of the continuing in the faith, man. Steadfast, man. This is verse 5. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. That's right, man. We gotta flip the coins Yahweh Shema Shah has given us, man. You see, not hiding it in the towel, man, and not forgetting the vows, man. Right, turning back into the world, man. There ain't nothing left for us in this world no more, man. You see, the only thing that's left for the elect remnant, man, to do, man, is to continue in the faith, man. Steadfast, man. Continue, continuing in the vow, man. You see? Because Yahweh Shema Shah, let me get this real quick, man. You see? Because Yahweh Shah said it, man. Hey, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 9 and verse 62. And it says, and Yahweh Shah Mashiach said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of our power. That's right, man. So we vowed that vow to continue to faith, man. Hey, and to continue to push this truth, man. push the words Yahweh Shema Shai. Hey, and if you look back, Yahweh Shema Shai don't have no pleasure in you, man. You see, and you're not going to get the kingdom. You see? So that's why it tells us to continue steadfast in this thing, man. So continuing on in Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 6. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin, neither say before the angel that it was an error, right? Because you, hey, certain men, hey man, like man, I wish I wasn't in the truth. I wish I never came into this thing, right? That's what some men would say, because why? They lost the hope. They lost their faith, man. And ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shai took the candlestick away. You see? That's why it says, man, pray Yahweh Shema Shai don't take his Holy Spirit from you, right? You know? So here again, verse 6, suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Where should our power be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thine hands, man? That's what's going to happen, man. You see, to 2/3 of one people that was in the truth that turned back, right? That turned back into wickedness, man. You see, they couldn't continue on the vows, so Yahweh Shema Shai took them out, man. And ultimately took them out the truth, but ultimately coming up, man, they're being taken out of the world slowly but surely, man. You see? That's why, hey, you gotta continue. You gotta continue in that vow, man. You see, or be destroyed, man. You see, because hey, it says, man, you're damned if you damned and it's not a faith, man. You see, out here doing the work deceitfully, right? Or not coming out here at all, man. You see, you gotta make the call of the election sure in this thing, man. Show you how about something quick, man, through the Spirit, man. You see? Hey, man, you know, it's true, man. We got to continue this thing while we can, man. You know what I mean? So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 21, continuing on the vows. It says, when thou vow a vow unto the Lord, Yahweh, thy power, thou shalt not slack to pay it. For out of one, thy power, Yahweh, will surely require it of thee. That's right, man. Hey, he's going to require it, man. You see, everyone that's up here made, that's in this truth, right, made a vow to Yahweh Shema Shai, like I said in the beginning, to continue in the faith, man. You see? And we got to continue to pay it, as it said right here, man. For out of one, thy power will surely require it of thee, and it will be sin in thee. It says, but if thou shalt forbear to vow, it shall not, it's like it shall be no sin in thee. And it says, that which is gone out of thy lips, thou shalt keep and perform. That's right, man. So we made a vow to Yahweh Shema Shai, our mouths, right, our spirit, right? And we got to keep it. We got to perform what we vow, man. Even a free will offering, right? Hey, not this truth shouldn't be a burden unto brothers, man. To come out here and do the work of Yahweh Shema Shai, man, trying to wake up our people. You see, it shouldn't be a burden, man, to even just continue in the faith, man. You see, continuing your belief, man. Hey, if it's not your lot to be out here, man, prophesying, man. You see, but believing upon the words of the prophets, man, believing upon Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You see, but whatever that is, man, hey, the whole elect, man, made a vow to Yahweh Shema Shai to endure, man, and to continue in the faith, according as thou hast vowed unto how the one thy power, which thou hast promised with thy mouth. You see that? So we promise Yahweh Shema Shai we continue in this truth, man. You see? So let me get this real quick. There it goes right here, right? Because when we first came into this thing, what we heard this saying right here from Yahweh Shema Shai. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve our one, for temptation. You see? So he already told us from the get-go, man. hey, if you're coming to serve, right? If you're coming to be that soldier for Mashiach Yahushua, right? Prepare your soul for the different trials and tribulations that you're gonna have to go through in this walk, man, in this world, man. You see? Verse 2, set thine heart all right, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. You see? And we enter into some very troubling times, man. So yet we don't make no rough or rash decisions, man. You see? But constantly enduring, right? Setting our heart all right and trusting Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai, man. Because he said, hey, call upon me in the day of trouble, and I shall deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. You see? Verse 3. Yeah, that was on that. So, verse 3. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. That's right, man. So, continuing in this faith, man, Adonai Rasazai, enduring unto the end, we shall be increased, man. You see? Starting off with the spiritual power that's coming to the elect, man. But even unto that, the increase at the last, right? Which is that salvation and being changed, man. You see? We got to continue in it, man. Adonai Rasazai, man. That we get that increase, man. You see? That we get the kingdom. You see? But he's not going, what did it say, man? If you put your hand to the plow and you look back, you're not fit for the kingdom, man. You see? So read that again, verse 3. It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. That's right, man. Because, hey, what does it say? I know thy works and thy tribulation, right? But thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews and are not, man, but you lie, man. You see, we rich, man, through the Spirit, man. You see, brothers might not have much now, man, but through the Spirit, we got this truth, man, which is above all riches, man. This wisdom, man, because wisdom bringeth to the kingdom, man. As we know that, man, wisdom, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom, man. You see, so continue to steadfast the truth, man. Being patient, man, in this lower state, man, till we are increased, right? And verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So that's right, man. Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai didn't put us in this thing because he thought we was going to drop out, man. If you are the elect, man. And Adonai Rasazai I am, and Adonai Rasazai you brothers and sisters are, man. Right? That's out here fighting in truth and sincerity, man. You see? We that gold that's tried for Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai, man. That's going to come out pure, man. Right? It says in verse 6, it says, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. That's right, man. So we got to continue trusting Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai, man. You see? He told us, man. He said, hey, I will not forget your words, man. You know? You ain't gonna forget your work and labor of love, man. In Hebrews 6 and 10. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 6 and verse 10. For our power is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. That's right, man. So the men of the Lord out here prophesying, right, the downfall of this place, yet, right, telling the hopeful elect, man, hey, we're almost out of here, man. You see, continuing the faith, man, continuing your vow, man. You see, because our works will be rewarded, man. Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai is not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of love, man. You see that you show towards his name. You see? And it says in verse 11, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope until the end. That's right, man. Continuing unto the end, man. You see? Because he that endures unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. right? Tells us to continue in the faith, man. You know? And I'm get that right after I reread this, man. Hebrews 6:11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence, right? Making diligence to make your calling of election sure, continuing in the faith, right? To the full assurance of the hope unto the end, right? Keep maintaining that hope, man. Because we subjected to hope, man. We subjected to the hope that Yahweh Shemashah is going to send Mashiach Yahushua to come and get us, man, to bring us salvation and to change us out here, man. You see? But we got to continue in the faith. Let's see if there's more on that. Verse 12, that ye be not slothful, right? Not being slothful in the truth, right? But followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise. That's right, man. So I don't want to rise out, man. Hey, we continue steadfast in this thing, man. Constantly continuing this faith, right? On fire, man. Right? Not slowing down, man. Not being slothful, man. But continuing in the things which we have learned, man. In truth and sincerity, man. Because, hey, Yahweh Shemashah can and will blow your candlestick out, man. Take that oil from you, man. Right? If you're not using it, it'll be given to another man. You see? And then you'll be taken out the way. And then what? You just prophesied, right? And what? You yourself was a castaway. Right? Let's get that. Right? There we go right here. In 1 Corinthians. Right? There we go right here. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 9 and verse 27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection. That's right, man. Right? Putting off the flesh, man. Hey, and continuing in the spirit, man. Walking in the spirit. Walking in the faith. Right? Lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway, man. And that's what we continue to pray, Yahweh Shemashah, man. Not to cast us away. Not to take that, not to take our candlestick away, not to blow it out, not to take the Holy Spirit away from us, but to keep us with the oil, right? I don't want to out. We be those wise virgins, man. You see, the ones that kept the faith, the ones that kept the oil, man, right? Continuing in the things which they have learned, man. Striving for that, for the promise, man. Yahweh Shemashah promises, which is what? The kingdom and salvation, man. If we just endure, you see, and Yahweh Mashiach is looking for those who's going to endure unto the end, man, and continue in the faith and have that faith all the way till he comes, man, and forevermore, man. You see, he said, when he comes, shall you find faith on the earth, man? Right? Because it's going to be, hey, a lot of people, especially of our people, right? They don't have no faith, right? 2/3 of our people don't have no faith, don't have no hope, man. You see? But when he comes, he shall find faith, man, with his elect, man. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 18 and verse 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth? That's right, man. When Yahweh Mashiach crack them clouds open, when Yahweh Mashiach sends Mashiach Yahushua, right? Shall he find faith on earth? As I said, he's going to avenge us speedily, man. And we see, hey, we can see the brightness of Yahushua's coming, man. We can see the downfall of this wicked kingdom right before our eyes, and we can see the house of David being built up and set up, man. You see? Let's see if there's more than that. Verse 9. Luke chapter 18 and verse 9. And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others, right? The wicked of our people, right? Speaking of really the Pharisees, man. You see? Verse 10, 2 men went up into the temple and prayed, and the one was a Pharisee and the other a publican. Right? Verse 11, the Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, "Our power, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican," right? Looking down on the other brother, man. You see, we all sinners, man. We all falling short, man. Right? But the elect, man, shall have mercy, man. The elect shall have their faults taken away, man. You see, because all of our righteousness as filthy rags, the scriptures say, man. Yet the elect are out here trying to make the calling of election, turn it back to our power, man. You see, yet there are certain of our people, right, that got that high mind, the high and mighty proud spirit on them, man. You see? Let's read it again. Luke 18 and verse 11, the Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, "Our power, Yahweh, I thank thee that I am not as other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as publicans." You see? Because if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, right? He deceived his own self, man. He ain't deceived nobody, man. You see? Verse 12, I fast twice in the week. I give tithes of all that I possess, right? Getting prouder and prouder in his speech. Verse 13, and the publican standing afar off, right? I don't want to watch his eye. We be a part of that elect, man. You see? Because this man right here that we're going to read of is a part of that, man. You see? Because Yahweh Shema shall have mercy on him. See, both men were guilty, man. You see? But Yahweh Shema shall have mercy on the one that was humble, man. The one that had a broken heart and a contrite spirit, man. Right? Verse 13, it says, and the publican stood afar off, and it said, would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, right? Sorrowful, man. But smote upon his breast, saying, our power, be merciful to me, a sinner. That's right, man. And that's what we cry out, Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Have mercy on us, man. Save us, man. You see, we turn it back to you. I don't want to rock the design, man. We endure to the end, man. So I don't want to rock the design. Save us, man. You see, we can't save ourselves, man. You see, Yahweh Shema Shah called his word, man. He said, fear not, thou word Jacob, for I shall save thee, man. This brother paraphrasing, man. You know? So verse 13, and the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, power, Yahweh, be merciful to me, a sinner. Verse 14, I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. That's right, man. The first shall be last, the last shall be first, man. You see, and the meek shall inherit the earth, the scripture says, man. You see, so we got to continue in our vows, man. Let me get that one more time for you, man. You know, because we all worthy of punishment, man. But you most definitely gonna get it if you don't continue in the faith, man. You see? You most definitely gonna get it if you don't vow unto Yahweh Shema Shah and you don't keep your vow, man. Right? Continuing in the faith, man. Continuing in the belief, man, the hope and the faith in Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Right? All the way into your salvation. I don't want to write man. So this is it, man. We're gonna go back to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 4. When thou vowest a vow unto your power, Yahweh, defer not to pay it. For he have no pleasure in fools, and you're a fool if you think that you're going to be able to continue in this life, man, right? After you done put your hand to the plow and you look back and you think that you're going to still get salvation. Nah, man. You're a fool. And it says, pay that which thou hast vowed. better is it that thou shouldest not vow, right? Better for you not to have put your hand to the plow than what? Than thou shouldest vow and not pay. That's right. And Yahweh Shema Shai is going to get it out of you one way or another, man. You see? So if you see that you're going to continue in the faith, man, right? Or you're going to get that judgment, man. Simple as that, man. Because it said it, man. Yahweh Shai said it, man. He that haven't put his hand to the plow and looking back is not fit for the kingdom, man. So we got to continue in the faith, man. So I don't want to rush time, man. This scripture was edifying to me like women, man. Salakia, it's a little late. Just got off work not too long ago, man. But the Spirit had me come out here anyway, real quick, man. You see, continue in your vow, man, or be left behind, left and melted, man. Right? Don't let nobody take that crown, man. Right? And you can even stop yourself, man. So continue in the vow which you have vowed, man. And I don't want to you endure to the end that you might be saved and get that salvation, man. As promised, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and end off the water for any brothers and sisters that had tuned in, man. Like I said, StreamYard had I don't know what's going on with StreamYard right now. They're not letting me go live. So I had to go live on YouTube, man. You see? But the word is still out there, man. The word's still getting out. So call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai for that. So I'm going to go ahead and end off this spirit power Yahweh Shema Shai. Call Halim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakakadah. The honors to the head apostle, the elders of Great Millstone, and like-minded elders is teaching in truth and sincerity. And shalom to you, Akim, Akim, the hope and let the house of David that shall be saved. Shalom, peace be unto you and your households. And as always, putting a curse on this God-forsaken place. A Bible ball, DTA soon, and very soon. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Shalom. How do I end it?